What's up, guys? I'm Vocal Strike, and welcome back to another episode of Inscryption. Last time we surprisingly defeated the Prospector, and this time we are going to be continuing onward into this course. Now I know for a fact that they programmed this second boss to where you aren't supposed to win. So let's see how far we can go. Let's see, what do we get? The elusive otter. It submerges itself during my turn. The omnipresent mole. It burrows and emerges to block any landborne attacker. And the bullfrog. So we have two new sigils here. Waterborne. A card bearing this sigil submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. So the otter would be invincible during my opponent's attack, but I take the hit instead. And Burrower. When an enemy's space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Let's see, a 1-1. We could get in our bullfrog, but I kind of like having a bit of a wall. So let's get the mole. Do we have any? No, we don't. And I think this one's a new mark, and we have a new mark up there, so we're gonna go this way. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. Ooh, the black goat. This fan will actually give our creatures flying for a turn. To the user, your creatures will attack as though they have the airborne sigil this turn. Let's get the black goat. An emergency squirrel is always nice. And let's get a second emergency squirrel. Which one's this one? Oh, I don't remember what this one is. Oh, this is a totem fight. Okay, so there's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent, or I will tear you to shreds. Okay, so yeah, all his bird cards will get Sprinter. So they will always move. Let's put down the squirrel. Put the stoat here. Put the mole here. And let's go ahead and put down the bullfrog as well. The wolf. Let's wait a turn. Let's put the squirrel down and then get rid of you two. Put down the wolf. How brutal. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. And we didn't have to use any of our items. Okay, this is where we actually do get a card, but there's a bit of a catch. You must make a different kind of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. 1 blood, 2 blood, or 3 blood. Let's go 3. A random card with a cost of 3. What were you expecting? So we get the grizzly. Okay, so we got some power now. We don't really need the items, so let's go over here instead. Oh, +2 health. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. There is room for a creature around the fire, one said. The warmth will enhance its health, said another. One of the survivors said nothing at all, but could not stop licking their lips. No way. +2 health. Ooh, Let's... Let's actually give our grizzly more health. The health of the grizzly was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, he withdrew. This is a regular fight. Let's see. Oh, just a bullfrog? Oh, that's a new sigil. The Alpha has the leader sigil. Creatures adjacent to a car bearing the sigil gain 1 power. We do need a second squirrel for this to work. And then we can bring out Urayuli. Okay, what do we got? Bullfrog, Mantis. The fervid mantis. Its prying claws strike both to the left and right. The proud wolf, a vicious contender. The mantis has a new sigil. Bifurcated strike. I may have butchered that word because I've never seen that word before. A card bearing this sigil will strike each opposing space to the left and right of the space across from it. So basically this card can do, as long as you don't put it in the corners, it can do a total of 2 damage. 1 damage to the left, 1 damage to the right. But it can never really strike what's in front of it. I'll take the mantis. I mean, there is another one there. Let's suck up our items. Squirrel, please. And another squirrel. Because those are more resources to use. I won't be able to do damage this turn, but that's fine. Metal symbol. And the mole is almost gonna die anyway, so put this here. It's like I'm gonna have to use a squirrel. And then get rid of the squirrels for this. Okay, I think we got this. What do we got? The stalwart snapper, a near impenetrable defense. The bullfrog and the beaver. The industrious beaver. When played, it constructs dams adjacent to it. This is a new sigil. Dam builder. When a card bearing this sigil is played, a dam is created on each empty adjacent space. A dam is defined as 0 power to health. So that also takes up space, and I don't think we can sacrifice it. Let's get another bullfrog. And let's also power up one of our cards. Actually, let's do the mantis. Oh, this would be so strong. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Now, Urayuli will do a total of 14 damage. My boss battles are high-stakes tests of your aptitude. With one flame, you will either overcome them or die. Fear not. I will let you keep the smoke. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond, with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. I'm the angler. Go fish. Ooh, Yuli, right off the gate. The angler will use submerged cards. We can bring out the Urayuli right now. Yeah, let's do it. Since, again, they did program this to where you're not winning right away. Put this here, and go. Okay, that's phase 1. Too fast, too soon. Yeah, take a look at that. We're dealing with an army of grizzlies that can block flying now. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Free. Yep, see, you weren't gonna win that. They did not want you to win this. Not so soon. Go fish. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory, though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. Let's go for the cheapest cost. A cost of 1 blood from the sparrow. And another. This time I will use the power and health. The numbers. Urayuli, 7 power and 7 health from the Urayuli. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. Ooh, block flying or mole? Let's do the block flying. A sigil of mighty leap from the bullfrog. I never did ask you your name. Whenever you lose, you create a death card. This card is essentially your playthrough. And you can actually run into this card and actually add it to your deck on a future playthrough. On a future run attempt. There is now but one final matter. The portrait. Say cheese! Are you ready? You do not need to smile. Go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. The resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. And just a rattler. Honestly, I think the rattler should have Death of Touch. Or Touch of Death, rather. But in regards to those death cards, you can make some really broken cards. With... From the death of your creatures, you gained a bone. You will not lose this until it is spent, or the battle ends. You can make some really broken cards with death cards. And yeah, there is more cost than just bone, than just blood. There is also bones. Oh. I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. But, I think with that, I think we will do that next time. So in the next episode, we will be continuing this run and possibly discovering some secrets about the cabin. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.